Hello everyone, I'm Rick, and thanks for joining me. And if you've been here before, welcome back to the channel. Hey, so before we get started into today's review, I'd like to share what's been slowing me down on making some of these videos. Well, long story short, my health. And if you'd like to skip over this section, just scrub on over a couple minutes. So now the long story long, so about 4 years ago, my doctor had told me that my cholesterol levels were elevated at around 149. And she said, let's monitor this. Fast forward to about a year ago, and I went in for my annual physical and my blood work, and the blood work showed that my cholesterol was now in the high category with my LDL at 179. Now my blood pressure and my sugar were good, so my doctor did recommend that I go on some cholesterol lowering meds. I declined. I just didn't want to deal with the side effects. So I told her, hey, let me make some adjustments in my diet and I'll come back in 6 months. And now the thing is, at home we eat well. Not necessarily always healthy, but very well. And I was consuming on average 2 to 4 12-ounce prime ribeyes every month. And not as much fish as I would have liked. Well, I cut my ribeye consumption down to 2 steaks over the term of those 6 months. And I ate leaner meats, and I increased my fish intake to at least once a week. And I really wish I could do more fish. It's just something that I don't think about. So anyways, 6 months later, I go get that blood work done, and my LDL had dropped down to 132. And I was pretty proud of myself. And my doctor said, hey, no need for meds. Now fast forward to April of this year, and I had a little hemorrhage in my right eye. A little vessel burst, and I looked pretty ugly. But I thought nothing of it. These are usually normal and they resolve in a couple weeks. So I waited for this guy to heal and I continued filming my reviews. But that hemorrhage on my right eye kept coming back. Same eye, same vessel. So after the 7th time, I went back into my primary doctor and she took my blood pressure a couple times while I was in the office and now has diagnosed me with hypertension. And she did put me on a low dosage of a med to try to control my blood pressure. So I have been slow to make some of these videos and pump them out for YouTube because I've been waiting for this leaking vessel here to clear up and not look so crazy on the camera. As well as adjusting to my medicine, it took me a week there of feeling kind of fuzzy. But I suppose for my age, things could be worse and I will have to be more conscious of what I eat and maybe get back to the gym for some workouts. All in all this to say, we should all be taking better care of our health, I'm sure, and I hope that you guys are doing the same as well. All right, well, having said all that, my ears are just fine, luckily. So let's get over to today's review. We're looking at the TRN Audio Whale Shark wired in-ear monitors. And you would have seen that paid promo banner above because this unit here was sent to me at no charge from Shenzhen Audio. Shenzhen Audio is an authorized dealer for TRN Audio. So a big thank you to Shenzhen for their continued support of the channel. Now this is my 3rd set of IEMs from TRN and I've honestly become a fan for sure. The Whale Sharks come in at just under $130 and are currently on sale over at Shenzhen Audio for $117 as of today. And the package includes the IEMs themselves, a really nice cable here, not the deck of course. And this cable here is very nice. It has an interchangeable input connector and you get a 4.4 millimeter as well as a 3.5 millimeter. And you've seen me screw these guys on. They just pop right on in and interchange. So that's nice that you have both there. On the output side, you have 2-pin 0.78 millimeter connectors. And while I do have left and right markings, they are not color coded, so they're not very easy to see. So a thumbs down for that. I'd personally get a permanent marker or a couple, one in red and one in blue, and mark a little red dot on the right and a blue dot on the left. Or maybe some colored heat shrink tubing and slide it over, heat it on down, so we have something to identify the right and the left from. Now I do like the oxygen-free silver-plated copper cable though. It's really nice, it feels durable, and it's relatively tangle-free. I really dig it. However, if you are up for an upgrade, I would definitely recommend the nice HCK fall cable for sure. And I think this one's coming in at around $60 currently. I'll post a link to this one below. And check out my review on this one. I think it was my last video or the one prior to it. But a great cable here. Next, we also get 3 sets of nozzles. On these IEMs, they come pre-installed with a set of nozzles in their green ring. And then we get this little plate here, which I always love these little plates because it helps to keep you from losing the little nozzles here. We have two more sets, one with a black ring and one with a red ring, and these are tuned for different outputs. Now the one thing that I would have loved on this little plate, it just has TRN etched up on top. I would have loved whale shark to have been etched on the bottom there or the back. That way if I do misplace this one here or mix it up, it would have reminded me that they're for this particular set of IEMs. But I guess I can just toss in a sticker on the back myself. Next, we also get a Pelican style storage case, and it's cool. It's good for storage, but I did test this guy out and it is not waterproof. Water did leak in through when I did my testing. So good for transport, but don't rely on this guy at the beach or in the pool. Now this and the ear tips are something that I personally wish that were sold separately instead of coming with the IEMs themselves. So maybe that could have brought the price down on these IEMs and retail for about $99. I think that would have been a better solution, but as is, you get a complete kit here. And speaking of those tips, you will for sure find something that fits everybody here because you get 5 different styles of tips with 3 sets each, one in each small, medium, and large. Now I personally use the Deconi Audio Mercury tips on all of my IEMs for consistency, and I just love the fit and feel of these guys. So that's what I've had on my set of whale sharks while doing testing. And again, I think 15 pairs of ear tips is excessive. I mean, I suppose it is cool to initially find what works for you best, but after that, you have 14 sets that you're never gonna use. So maybe kind of a waste. I guess there's different ways to look at this one here. Taking a closer look at the whale sharks, and we can see that TRN did some work making these guys look interesting. They're part of TRN's marine series, inspired by ocean creatures. These have what TRN calls a biomimic whale shark pattern with sapphire crystals for a jewelry look and feel. They're interesting for sure. Now this wouldn't be my initial reason for purchasing these, but it might be yours. And this reminds me of a very cute K-drama on Netflix called Extraordinary Attorney Woo. If you've seen that show, you'll know that Miss Woo would have loved these here. The weight of each of the IEMs comes in at 16 grams per IEM, and the included cable comes in at just under 34 grams. Internally, we have a unique 3 dynamic and 1 planar hybrid design. But what makes this unique is that TRN used 3 different types of dynamic drivers. A 10.5mm composite beryllium, an 8mm PET, and a 6mm titanium coated dynamic driver with a 3-way crossover. And finally, they threw in a 6mm planar magnetic for the extended highs. And in my opinion, the design choice pays off with great fullness into the upper treble and a nice amount of shine in the air frequencies. As for the specs, these have a sensitivity of 110 decibels and an impedance of 16 ohms. Ergonomically, these guys fit really nice in my ear. They don't dig anywhere, they don't have any sharp spots, they're just nice and comfortable. So on to comparisons. I have 2 other IEMs in similar price points. The Fosse IM4 at $99 and the Twister Betas at $109 currently. Out of the gate, the Fosse is the most colored of the bunch. Definitely a fun sound, but I would say it strays too far from balanced for me to recommend it over the other 2 right here. The cable on the Fosse is also the weakest of the bunch. The Twisters and the Whale Sharks, they do have comparable cables, both with interchangeable connectors here, 3.5s and 4.4s. The Twistera is more neutral and balanced versus the Fosse, and I really do like the sound of this one here with a single 11mm glass diaphragm dynamic driver. But versus the TRN Whale Shark, with its pseudo 4-way design, the Whale Sharks are fuller throughout the whole frequency band, and they present a slightly grander sense of scale and space. Male vocals are fine with both, but female vocals are a little more reinforced with the Whale Sharks. Which I think is strange, because before doing a direct A-B comparison, I wouldn't have thought that the Twisteras were lacking anything at all. But after going back and forth, the Whale Sharks just give you slightly more of everything, and it's just a more engaging sound to my taste. Now there are so many choices for IEMs out there currently. And I really don't know how most people go about choosing a pair. But I think for under $150, the TRN whale sharks are a great deal. Yes, they are $20 more expensive than the other two, but I think it's money well spent. They are really nice and give you a full package. So I hope this helps you with your selections. And that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where we'll be taking a look at the X Duo Link 3 Class A dongle DAC. This one's also very cool. We'll talk about this one next time. See you then.